everybody. I am beginning this official vlog journey, I guess, in a way. Um, Currently, I'm in Medellin, Colombia, on a yoga nomad adventure. Um, and I'm excited to tell you more about my yoga nomad journey, present, past, and like the future, and just like share about who I am, how I am. Yeah, and how it all began. So stay tuned. So it all began in 2016. I started doing Bikram yoga. I know the controversy, but I went to Bikram. The Bikram yoga changed my life, and and from there, that journey that led me to here. So in 2016, I started doing Bikram yoga. Then I got my Vinyasa teacher training. Went to a Vinyasa teacher training. And so I've been teaching since 2016, taking Bikram since 2016. And that was a heck of a journey. And I'll get more into that in the different video. But on that journey, I read the Yoga Sutras. And that was what really grounded me in myself and all possibilities. But we'll talk about that later. All right, bye. So right here is a preview or foreshadowing of why I came to Colombia. One of the reasons, which was to learn how to teach yoga in Spanish. As a part of my yoga journey and yoga dreams and goals that I wrote down when I was a baby teacher, I wanted to learn how to teach yoga in Spanish as part to call back to my Cuban heritage and just like Spanish is good for the culture, the brain, and the community, and things of that part of it all. And so I looked at this yoga school many, many moons ago. And then fast forward to 2025, we are having a conversation about me coming there to make content about and for the studio. And in exchange, I can learn from being part of the programs and part of the community for all these different things, right? So we had an exchange going on. It was amazing. And that's like a crucial part of the yoga nomad journey, the openness to know the possibilities are limited, but also to deeply believe and bet on yourself to do the thing that you want to do and that they will happen. So yeah, I was out here teaching yoga in Spanish, but also meeting amazing people, going to different experiences. So my role here was to create content around what to do around the studio in Medellin and how to show Medellin's beauty and community and experiences that can bring people in and together. And I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to go back. Um, yeah, this is where I was coming in from the airport, and I thought it was just so like a sign for it to be like inhale, exhale. I was like, wow, that's what I'm about to go do in Medellin. Okay, so boom, we're in the studio, and I see it for the first time in person. The amazing mural, but this space also has so much to support the students who come to it daily in class, but also those who learn through the studio. This was a super fun day. I went to the cathedral for the first time, and I was able to really just be part of the culture. My favorite thing about traveling and being a yoga nomad is going to culture tours and finding the things that I really like to eat that feel good for my body and my life, but also exploring what's already there. Like they had solid salt, the watermelon. I was like, oh my goodness, fruits. It was so delicious there. But it was fun, and learning that culture was cool. I learned some really delicious tacos, and I got there at checkout, and the lady didn't even like make the pasta different. They were kind of like, "Oh, let me go get something different." She didn't know any of them. We got lunch, like, "Okay, I'm having Mexico pasta in my menu." One of my favorite mental brain challenges is flipping an egg, flipping a fried egg when I'm cooking it. I've done there'll be I've done this. I do this often at home, but also when I'm making home, no matter where I am, I like to flip an egg. And so here we are flipping an egg with perfection, that I might add. Here I'm teaching one of the morning vinyasa classes, all levels, and or it's level two. So I was kind of getting their butts a little bit, but I always love warming up the spine. It was side body movements, twists and turns and ups and downs, just to really get the body excited for what we're about to do in the practice. And then after class, like the setup of the studio is in the cutest street because like there's two cafes on the street also. This is one of my favorite cafes in Medellin. It's called Primavera, which means spring, I believe. And so this beautiful cafe, I would go there often and journal and write, practice my Spanish, eat breakfast with my friends, kiki, walk, and this like build community with the different baristas there and try the different foods there. I even had a tarot card reading there. It was such a beautiful place and space just to be yourself and meet new people and enjoy the scenery of Medellin. I definitely wrote there a lot in my journal about how grateful I was and just how like the day by like dear diary, and that was amazing. And so this is Cafe Primavera, and I literally would go here pretty much every day, afternoon. It didn't close to like 9 or 10, and it would get really packed actually, but it had Wi-Fi. I met some really cool travelers, expats, travelers here from America, from the DC, Maryland, Virginia, also, who were showing up for themselves and their joys and their talents and their passions while in Medellin and traveling the world. So that felt really like affirming too, but also, I'm just like, look at us doing the things we wanted to do and we're doing them. I'm proud of us. But I love Café Primavera. I will definitely be going back. They had always good music. The food options were delicious and had a variety of food options. And so they always have a spot in my heart. And then, like, when I left, I bought some coffee to take home, of course. But then they gave me this, like, it was such a sweet note. It was like, it was always a pleasure seeing your beautiful face here. And I hope you come back soon. And you always have us. I was like, I don't want to leave. Greetings, everybody. Hope today finds you fantastic. Let's breathe in the nose, out the mouth, big sigh. I hope you take a moment to realize you are more than enough just as you are. What ways can you accept yourself a bit more today? How can you be more loving toward yourself and others today? And another cafe that I would frequent was Monstera Cafe. And Monstera Cafe essentially is just a cafe, a very cutesy design, half indoor, half outdoor cafe with food, coffee, tattoos, and piercings. Yes, you heard me. A cafe with tattoos and piercings. And what did I do on the days I was in air quotes working, creating, editing content? I'm like, I need a brain break. So I would get a tattoo. So I was able to get two amazing tattoos from an amazing artist. And his Instagram of his tattoos were so amazing. I believe his name is Santiago, and it was just so smooth, relaxed. I don't really do like getting tattoos, so I really had a good experience. But the figuring everything out and how to getting it done was like in Spanish. So it worked out nicely. It was very affordable, clean, all the things. So if you're ever in Medellin, I highly recommend visiting Flying Tree Yoga School. That's where I was at. Cafe Primavera, and Monstera Cafe. This is a view of all the cool tattoo inks they had in Monstera Cafe, which is one of my favorite cafes in Medellin. This one in Primavera. In the next clip. This is the El Típico breakfast. Eggs with like onions and tomatoes, a piece of bread, I think it's a tortilla, and some cheese and a coffee con leche. I went here with my friend Jackie, who is a Colombian woman who also came to the internship program in Colombia, Medellin at Flying Tree Yoga School. And we had a time, let me tell you, we had a good time having fun. She showed me around a lot of different cool spots, and she's forever in my heart, and I am in hers. The Museum of Modern Art, where we went to a movie, we went to the movies at the museum, which is really cool. And the movie it still sends shivers up my spine. It lingers in my brain because it was so good. It had Lucy Liu in it. I highly recommend seeing it if you can. And I also was able to see it in Spanish, but the subtitles were in English. So I was able to like connect different words and energies. It was really cool. But it's called Presence or Presencia. And look it up, watch it, get some popcorn, watch it with a friend. Unless you like scary movies, watch it by yourself. But that movie still lingers, that experience. I love the museum. I cannot wait to go back again and explore it fully. Me and my friends got this delicious ice cream from Crepes Waffles, a woman owned and operated restaurant throughout Colombia. This was in Loretas, and it was so delicious. But I just loved how all the women, all the people working there were women supporting local women. It was so beautiful and delicious. They had really good for like soups, crepes. They had like savory crepes, sweet crepes, all the things you could ever think of. Highly recommend it. Community 13 was experiencing extreme gang violence, military violence, drug, all these different type of violences until there's some reform came rooted in hip hop. The craziest thing. So if you go to the area now, there's so much graffiti, breakdancers, hip hop, DJs all around. Look up the story of Community 13 and how it's changed, and it will really inspire you and what we can do as people from how we were to how we can be, you know. And yeah, I love this area of my trip. When they reformed this area, not only do they provide these people with hip hop as a root of way of change in the community, they also made this area more like a kind of a city boardwalk where there's like lots of different attractions, things to learn, shopping, sweet treats like this one. I do not know what it was called. It was mango passion fruit icy with a little bit of hot with a little bit of tahini on it. It was so good and so refreshing. I miss it.
Comiendo, están comiendo churro a la orden. Vamos y vamos. B-Boy Wee, vamos Wee.
Oh yeah, he's serious. Oh yeah, he's super serious. Come on, headspin!
Y acá anda el público, le regala una fuerte bulla, Nelson Noy. B-Boy Wee, the Big Pop, vamos Wee.
Hey, let him know. It was amazing. The teachers part of the internship program here at Flying Tree Yoga School. So at Flying Tree Yoga School, they have a program where they put teachers into internship programs so you can deepen your practice in. You can ask the teachers there about yin, postures, modifications, chakras, deepening the understanding of philosophy. And so, like, this was a really cool part of the whole program. It was the main part of the program for me. And I did not take a lot of pictures because I was so focused and present in the learning. But I learned so much about my practice, of how to share more of my love of yoga to other people too. And I highly, highly, highly recommend this program if you're looking for deepening your teacher. This is another cute cafe I found. I didn't love the City Primiavera, but I did love this one as much. It was a nice place to go to. I did want to go there and kind of a change of pace. And it's really cool because they're both on the same block. Yeah. Aren't you glad you came to Medellin? LOL. I'm looking away now. After a long day of weeks of yoga, Spanish teaching, yoga, learning yoga with our different teachers and who are teaching us, me and the gang said it's time for a rooftop party day, and that's my go-to steez. So on this cute rooftop, they had a bar, they had a DJ set, and we were out there just vibing and enjoying ourselves to the fullest degree. After a long day of weeks of yoga, Spanish teaching, yoga, learning yoga with our different teachers and two. This is me in a watermelon, whereas previously I was on an orange. They kept throwing all these different floaties into the pool for the party later that day, but me and my friends, I got in there first. Now you will see me with a kiwi, further enjoying myself, deepening my nervous system's response to receiving this joy, this ease, this opportunity to grow and be more myself. Love me a kiwi in the pool. Now you will see me with a kiwi, further enjoying myself, deepening my nervous system's response to receiving this joy, this ease. While I was down there, I also got I got my nails done and my teeth cleaned, and they were both really cool experiences. And they both cost me a total of $80 or $85 more or less. and the quality of the nails and the teeth cleaning was just so amazing. I definitely need to book another trip for my thing. That'd be so much fun. But yeah, my nails lasted so long, and my nails broke. I couldn't even find another nail tech to do the same kind of like. We went to La Placita to have our farewell dinner from all four of us, all the friends we made, and it was such a cute place. I will put a list of all the places in the description of the video. But this place was so cute. It had the giant whole plants in the middle. It was a whole vibe. Highly recommend it. Food was good. The vibes were good, and it was just such a nice time to get dressed up, be with my girls, and like we had a good time in Medellin, didn't we all? When I'm home, I do not like doing laundry at all. But however, this process of doing laundry here in Medellin, where you wash the clothes in the washer and then you have to hang them up to dry, it felt so sweet, so calm, so reverent to myself and even to like the people before me who were here. Here's me teaching one of my second classes at Flying Tree, and from what I learned and being able to apply to this class was really nice. And I got a lot of good feedback from this class. And I'm just excited to show up for my community in that way. Here I'm practicing speaking in Spanish before, well, I'm practicing guiding a meditation or a ritual or chant in Spanish. The Loca Samasta, something above and two chant. I was doing that, and yeah, it was really cool. Oh, this is amazing. This is a real life Monstera in real life, and it's big as hell. This moment was so special. It was like me and my teacher and some of my other friends from the program were all hanging out at Café Primavera. And then down the street comes this band singing a song about pretty much a black doll, a black girl doll, muñeca, me. And I was like, oh, my song for me. So me and my teacher got out there, started dancing. It was so much fun. I love this moment. I had a really good time on the trip, y'all. And I really recommend this area of Medellin, Lorales. It's worth it to go. Here's where I returned my key, closed the door, and headed to the airport. It was so, this was such a beautiful experience that I'll never forget in my heart and in my body. And I'm excited to continue to grow from this and use this as a foundation to see how far I can and will go and how far I've gone. And I hope things like this video can help inspire you to live your life to the fullest as well, to your fullest enjoyment, to your fullest pleasure.